Look at your shop right now. You've got empty chairs, staff who coast while you hustle, and a calendar that's packed on a Saturday but dead Monday to Thursday. You call yourself a business owner, but the brutal truth is you're not. You are just a barber who owns a shop, working 40 hours a week to pay the rent for empty space and staff who don't pull their weight. You are the safety net. You think your problem is clients and marketing. You think you just need to hire better barbers. Well, let me tell you something. You are dead wrong. That belief is exactly why your culture is slipping, why your growth has hit a ceiling, and why you are terrified to step away from the barber chair. Today, I'm going to show you why chasing unicorn staff and cheap walk-ins is bleeding you dry. I'll show you exactly what one empty chair is costing you every single week. And I'll hand you the exact 12-week operating system that shifts you from being a barber who runs a shop to a business owner who runs a fully booked shop without it relying on your own two hands. Now, I know what you're thinking. Jay, you don't understand my shop. I'm already holding this place together. I don't have time for a new system. And if I put strict structures in place, I'll kill the vibe and I'll lose my good barbers. That exact mindset is what I call the chair feeding fear. You won't hire because you can't guarantee clients for a new barber, so you don't hire. Or you let your current staff dictate your rules because you're scared if they leave, they'll take 80% of the customers with them. Effectively, you've built a model where the client belongs to the barber and not your brand. But what if no structure, the very thing that is keeping your staff happy right now, is exactly what's capping their money and clients, driving away premium barbers that you could hire, and forcing you to work 12-hour shifts just to keep the lights on? I'm not selling no magic fucking pills. I deal in hard proof and actual receipts from clients. Take Andy and Cam from the G Room in London. When they came to me, they were killing it as barbers, but going nowhere as owners. They were the bottlenecks. New customers only wanted Cam and Andy. They had hiring fear, money fear, and they thought that ads were scams. I didn't teach them how to cut hair. I took them from barbers to operators. We installed a system that forced clients to return to the staff's chair, not the owners, and then we changed the day rate, chair rent, pay structure to a commission-based one so everybody could benefit. The results, well, they spoke for themselves. They cut way less hair, their staff's bookings are filled, and they hit their numbers without the business dropping. They got time and stability back within the 90 days. Another case study you can look at is Wise Guys in Australia. Brand new shop, 0 clients, 2 barbers. I installed the acquisition and retention system before they even took over the lease. We put a weekly review in place to control the brand, and today they have 6 barbers, make 30 grand a month. They're in the green every single week, and the owners have never had to reach into their own pockets to pay any of the overheads, only their initial startup costs. Everything I'm telling you, though, isn't theory. This is what happens when you install an operating system into your business. So let's take a look at the real numbers using the Wise Guys benchmark I just told you about. One occupied chair represents about 5K a month in revenue. Now, of course, your exact number depends on your price, team, and how full their calendars are. So if you have one empty chair or a barber sitting about on his ass for half of the week, you as the owner are bleeding cash, even though that barber's still self-employed. Listen, how are you fucking paying for that dead space? With your hard work and hours behind your chair. You're cutting hair from 8 o'clock in the morning till 7 o'clock at night just to pay the overheads and the wage bill for the chairs that produce essentially nothing. Every week you delay fixing your capacity, you are burning money that should be funding your freedom. Isn't that why you got into business in the first place? So let's sidestep for a moment and let's kill all the excuses that are probably playing in your head right now. Excuse number 1 is this: Jay, I've been burned by marketing agencies. This is probably a scam. Look, I get it. The industry is full of shit now more than ever. There are a ton of kids selling knowledge who have never ever run a shop in their life and have no fucking clue on how to open or run an actual barbershop. To combat that, I want you to take a look at Stuart, one of my old clients from the old school barbershop in Glasgow. Stuart is a multi-chair owner. He hit his own income potential ceiling, struggled to find staff, and all that usual shit you're probably going through right now. On our first call, Stuart straight up told me to my face that he thought I was a scam. It took me 3 conversations to earn his trust. Now, when I didn't sell Stuart ads, I didn't sell him content, I gave him decision coaching, and this is the exact system I'm about to give you now. His results worked out that he raised his prices, got his time back, and he made more money than ever whilst holding full control and accountability for his team. I think it's also important to mention here what separates me from the rest. I don't work with everyone. In actual fact, I fucking fire clients who don't execute. Last week, a barber who I won't name paid me to install my system, but failed to execute his week 1 onboarding, and I immediately removed him and refunded him to protect my standards because I'm not interested in the slightest with working with ego-driven, lazy barbers. Again, I removed him. Doesn't always mean that I think it's a good idea for us to even work together. Tell me what other coaches you've spoken to that have standards like that. Excuse number 2. If I put a structure in, my good barbers will leave. Let me tell you this, if a barber leaves because you ask them to support your growth together, instead of your shop just growing theirs, then they were never a good barber in the fucking first place. We protect you from losing barbers by installing standards, targets, and accountability. We shift client ownership from the individual barber to the actual brand. When the brand feeds the chair, the barber stays and can focus on delivery instead of running their own business at the cost of yours. Excuse number 3, I don't have time, I'm already working 6 days a week. True, but you don't have time because you don't have this system. Our delivery is a 14 to 30 day visible win sequence. It's heavily templated. We do it with you. One of the main KPIs we track weekly is how many hours you're spending behind the chair as an owner. The whole point is to get you out from behind the chair so you can work on your business and not just inside of it. You believe your shop runs on talent and you think that you need to find barbers who hustle just like you do. Nah. That's bullshit. Your business relies on you patching problems, putting out fires, and jumping in to cut hair and save everybody when the walk-ins stack up. That means that you don't own a business, you own a job you can never quit. A job that you're doing the most and gaining the least from. It is not the market's fault, it's yours, because you don't have an acquisition engine installed. You are relying on hope and traffic, and hope and traffic is not an operating system. To solve all your problems in the barbershop business, here's exactly what you need to do. I'm stripping away the barber mindset and I'm installing the business owner mindset. Here's exactly what we install over 12 weeks with the Barber Life operating system. Phase 1 is the cash flow plug. Right now, you look at the shop down the street, get shit scared, and then match their £25 cuts and services. You're making emotional decisions based on fear and bleeding profit. We don't guess, we implement the correct pricing model and build an acquisition dashboard for you to keep track of the numbers. The results will have your pricing based on value, not being emotional. You'll know exactly what a chair costs you in rent and overheads, and then we can plug the cash leaks. Phase 2 is the acquisition engine. Imagine opening your booking system on a Wednesday morning and it's a ghost town. Most owners just cross their fingers for walk-ins or they throw 50 quid at an Instagram boost and hope for the best. Instead, what we do is we build a system that feeds chairs on purpose. We install the fill the chair ad system and the IG growth funnel. The payout for this is a repeatable lane that produces leads and bookings consistently, so your Monday to Thursday is never dead again. Phase 3 is the conversion protocol. You've probably had people DMing you asking how much or have you got space today, right? You then reply, and 9 times out of 10, they probably ghost you. You're losing thousands in leaked inquiries because you don't control the conversation. The fix is very simple. We install a proven DM script and a ghosting sequence to stop the leaks. You stop losing bookings and you distribute those bookings across the calendar so your staff's chairs get fed and they don't leave you because they're having quiet weeks. And finally, phase 4 is the exit protocol. Right now, the whole business relies on your shoulders. If a barber calls in sick, you pick up the slack. If the walk-ins stack up, you pick up the slack. We remove you as the bottleneck and coach you on how to lead your team and delegate better. We also installed a staff recruitment playbook and an onboarding SOP, so hiring becomes piss easy, repeatable, and standards are locked in at the door. And of course, your business finally produces profits without you needing to touch a pair of clippers. Right, now let me ask you a very uncomfortable question. You claim that you want growth. You claim that you want a stable team, but you are willing to let a chair sit empty and bleed cash simply because you're shit scared to install standards and hold your team accountable. Every day you choose to operate on vibes and walk-ins, you are choosing to stay trapped behind that very same chair. This isn't happening to you, it's happening because it's a choice you're making every single morning you unlock that front door. The Barber Life system is not a course, it's an installation. We run a business audit in week 0, we install the retention and rebook standards in phase 1, we install reactivation in phase 2, we fill your demand Monday to Thursday in phase 3, and then finally we scale your operations in phase 4. You track your numbers weekly, you attend the reviews. If you don't submit your numbers, we're pausing your access. I am here to get you fucking results, not be your friend. So what you're saying now is, Jay, what if I pay for this and it doesn't work? Well, that's a fair point. Initially, what I would reply would be, well, what if you do pay and it fucking does? There's way more chance of this working than not working. If it worked for many barbers before you with the same problems, the system is not the issue. Your ego and work rate is. I don't guarantee outcomes without compliance, but I guarantee the process. So here's my public guarantee that you can hold me to. If you install everything in the first 30 days and you have no result and no value found whatsoever after you've done 100% of the install I've advised you to do, you will get 100% of your money back. But you have to do the work. If you hide, bullshit, don't communicate, don't track numbers, if you refuse to implement, you get fuck all. And I'll be honest with you, you can piss off for wasting my time. So now you have a choice. Path A, you stay as the barber who runs a shop. You keep patching problems. You keep being the safety net for everyone with the weight on your shoulders. You keep bleeding cash on your empty chairs. And 5 years from now, your back's still fucked, your stress is higher, and you are still trapped. Or you can choose path B. You become the owner who cuts hair and runs a business. You install the Barber Life system, you feed the chairs, you build the brand and standards, you grow a predictable calendar, hit your numbers, and buy back your time and freedom. But listen to me, everything I just told you is completely useless if you go back into your shop tomorrow, stand behind the same chair for 10 hours and do nothing. Watching videos does not fix barbers' problems. Execution definitely does. If you're ready for path B, then listen to this carefully. If you're just another barber full of shit dreaming about a reliable business but won't actually do the work, won't track numbers, you will not win here. If you just want free advice, with all due respect, piss off and keep scrolling. However, if you are a serious barbershop owner with some empty chairs, you feel like you've got as far as you can alone, and you are ready to install a permanent solution, get accountable, and get shit moving in the right direction, book a call this week. The link to book that call is below this video. It's time to step up or stay trapped. I'll see some of you real soon. Thank you for listening. Let's go.